Anytime you're ready. No. It was working before, now it's not, so my screen was. If you want to do your staff report. No, it's just black.
And then just from a, you don't have to.
No, as long as if it got recorded, I think we're good.
It didn't go.
It didn't get recorded.
Not get recorded.
I'll do it a little
Sorry.
faster. I'll skip this. I'll call to order this hearing of, we are recording now, right? Okay, great. I'll call to order this hearing of March 6, 2026 for LU 2025-020 CUP West 1 Marine. My name's Joe Turner. I'm the city's hearings officer. My role as that hearings officer is to conduct public hearings and make decisions about certain land use matters in the city of Sherwood. I'm to provide an unbiased decision maker. I believe I am unbiased with regard to this application, but you have the right to challenge my impartiality and argue that I'm biased in one way or another, and you can do that when you testify. I'll start by asking staff to summarize their staff report, copies of which are available on the city's website. Then the applicant will have the opportunity to present their proposal and respond to the staff report. If anybody else shows up and wants to say something, they can. Once everyone's had an opportunity to testify, I'll give staff and the applicant the opportunity to respond. Close the hearing, close the record, and announce what I'm going to do. It's important that all parties make their best case to me. My decisions are final for purposes. No, sorry, different jurisdiction. My decisions are subject to appeal to the Planning Commission. However, it is important you make your best case to me because the Planning Commission may choose to limit testimony on appeal to the record before me. In order to preserve your right to appeal, you or someone expressly representing you must testify orally or in writing before the close of the record. And in order to raise an issue on appeal, someone must have raised that issue before me with enough specificity that everyone understands what that issue is. And if the applicant wants to object to conditions of approval on constitutional grounds, they must raise those issues before me as well. If anyone feels they need more time to prepare, they can ask me to hold the record open or continue the hearing. If whether or not the hearing is continued or record held open for any other purpose, state law requires that I hold the record open for an additional week for the applicant alone to submit a final written argument without any new evidence. The applicant can waive that right if they choose. If anybody else wants me to hold the record open or continue the hearing, you must make that request before the close of the hearing tonight. When you testify, please come on up to the podium. Please begin by stating your name and mailing address. Please spell your last name so I get it right, and that concludes my introduction.
Thank you. So real quick application summary. The applicant with us today is West 1 Marine LLC. There you can see the site address with the proposal. The general zoning is industrial. It's been processed under type 3 review procedure for our conditional uses, and all application materials were made available online prior to the hearing. Here you can see the applicable criteria that are associated with this particular proposal. And just a bird's eye view of the site location. And to your right, you can review the land use case history. The site was originally developed in '85 with an expansion in '88. And then most recently, last year, it had a request for another conditional use permit to allow indoor recreational facilities within an existing industrial building. Taking a review of access. Access is through the site onto Southwest Sipel Road. And here are some elevations, quote unquote, architectural renderings. It really is just to kind of give context to what the building currently looks like. This was the interior floor plan that was submitted by the applicant, dividing Diamond Pro Northwest or Lightworks Electric, where it currently also hubs the softball, which is associated with the other conditional use permit that was previously approved. And then to your right, you can see the approximate area that West One Marine LLC will take. So real quick regarding infrastructure and specifically transportation, engineering staff did review the proposal. And they did provide a memorandum dated February 10th. Really, since there's not a heavy impact, it's all interior to the building. There was not any conditions of approval or any specific findings within the memo that would have indicated any concern. Since the exhibits for the record, since the release of the staff report dated February 27th, 2026, really it's just non-substantive edits that have been changed in the report, grammatical things like commas, punctuations, periods, the fun things we like to look for.
Can you send me a Word copy of the?
Yes, yeah.
Thanks.
Briefly, you can see the public notices, public testimony, agency comments. This was routed to affected agencies initially, December 31st, 2025. So Happy New Year. Public notice was also routed and mailed to people within 1,000 feet on February 11th. It was circulated in the Tiger Times February 20th and February 27th. Also, site posting in general, citywide circulation occurred again prior to February 11th. It was a busy day. But there have been no public comments received since releasing of the staff report, but we do welcome public comments up until the closing. No new testimony. So in summary, staff finds that the application LU 2025-020 CUP will meet the requirements of the city code as described in the findings and conditions of approval in the staff report dated February 27th, 2026. Therefore, staff recommends the hearing officer approve the application subject to those findings and conditions of approval described in said staff report. The hearing officer does have alternatives that they could explore. They could approve the application based on the findings and conditions in the staff report dated February 27th, 2026. They could approve the application with revised findings and or conditions, or they could deny the application with revised findings. And that is it from staff. Thank you.
Thank you. The applicant's opportunity to testify. Anybody wants, come on up. Looks like your microphone's green already, so we're good to go there.
To go. My name is Gary Cook, COOK, and mailing address 16869 Southwest 65th Avenue.
No.
PMB 272 Lake Oswego, Oregon 97035. I'm the owner of West One Marine. We're leasing the building there on Sipel. What we do is offer indoor storage for boats. We personally usually deliver them to our client's home, either at their garage, or we take them on the river to, if they live on the river, or if they live on the lake, we deliver them to their homes via water, and then offer minor services to them. But it's generally us taking the boats in and out of the property. We're open Monday through Friday, 10 to 4. And it's just me and my wife. It's a small family run business. Daughter works sometimes when I can convince her to. So, I don't know if I'm supposed to say that or not.
It's on the record now.
So there we go. And that's it. I don't know. Do I take questions from you, or is that?
Yeah, I just had a couple of, I think you've answered one of them, but I was
Okay.
wondering how it worked if somebody's delivering a boat to you, but if you go pick them up, it's not.
Generally, yeah. We do have some that would come and drop. They'd make an appointment with me during business hours, but most of it, a lot of it, we're actually taking them, driving them on the water to either lakefront homes or riverfront homes, where we take them to their dock. And then when they're done in the fall, they call us and we pick them up and take them away.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
So when somebody brings their own boat, they just pull up. I'm assuming they pull up, they drop the trailer, you take the trailer inside and they drive away.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you using there? It looks like there's like an office building attached to the east end of the building in that area, that photo that they showed. Is that
No, we're not using that. There's offices inside our warehouse area.
Okay.
It-
I didn't think you were based on the floor plan. But
Yeah, there's, I don't know if it's, I think it's roughly 1,000 square feet of office space and 11,000 roughly warehouse space.
Okay.
But their ours are inside.
Not a critical issue. I just was curious when I
Yeah.
saw the clearly obvious looking extension on the building. That's the only questions I had.
Okay.
Just for the record, does anybody else want to say something about this application tonight? Not seeing anybody. Anything further from staff?
Nothing at this time, no.
Okay. Anything further from the applicant?
No.
And you have the right to have me hold, I have to hold the record open for an additional week for you to submit a final written argument unless you want to waive that.
Yeah, I'll wait that.
Okay, I thought you might. With that, I'll close the hearing, close the record based on the findings in the staff report. This application does or will comply with the applicable approval criteria.
Okay.
So I will approve the application subject to conditions in the staff report, and I'll try and get that out. I'll get it out as soon as possible, hopefully within 2 weeks at the most. But
Okay.
got a couple of ugly ones in line ahead of you. Can take those a little, those will take a little longer. But that concludes our hearing. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you guys for Friday night.